Spend less time in the laundry room and more time doing the things you love. Introducing the Samsung Smart Top Load Laundry Pair, now available at Lowe's. The washer's large capacity means you can fit more in every load. Plus, its super speed setting washes a full load in only 28 minutes. Shop the smart washer that will streamline laundry day, backed by Lowe's Price Promise. Based on using super speed on a normal cycle with an 8-pound load. Terms apply. See Lowe's.com/price promise for details. U.S. only.
We all remember that one professor, the one everyone on campus had to take no matter what subject they taught because how much fun their class was. What if we told you there was a streaming service that had all those professors? One Day University has every must-have professor from the best colleges all across the country. One Day University, the most fun talks from the most fun professors. Available live and on demand. No homework, just the most fun you'll have while learning. Get a special offer at ondayu.com/Odyssey.
Hey, this is BJ. Thanks for listening to our show's podcast. If you're a fan of all things geeky, you should check out my other podcast, BJ Shea's Geek Nation. We have new episodes every day, and you can check it out at bjgeeknation.com.
Your home is going into foreclosure and you feel like a financial wreck. You don't know where to turn for accurate information. I'm bankruptcy attorney Travis Gagne. Let's talk about some legal options. If we work quickly, we can propose a plan to save your home, modify the loan, or in many cases even eliminate your second mortgage. The consultation is free. I've helped hundreds of people just like you make informed decisions about whether to save their home or exit it on a reasonable, organized timeline. The chapter you choose sets the tone for the next chapter of your life. Please contact me today at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com.
99.9 KISW, the Rock of Seattle, an Odyssey station. And, man, you can get us on the Odyssey app. It's a brand new app that is pretty awesome. You can listen to The Rock, listen to all the music, news, sports, and podcasts that move you. Lots of great podcasts on Odyssey. And you spell it like this, AUDACY, Odyssey.
Let's play Beat Migs. It's time to play the game. Yeah. So everybody scream his name. Beat Migs. Don't be a loser. Whoa. Beat Migs. You're a loser.
It is time to beat Migs. And it's Thursday, so let's get cracking.
Release the Kraken.
Yeah, release the Kraken.
Wear your Kraken gear today.
I would hope you would.
Or get tattooed with a Kraken thing on you, because that's what Daddy's doing today.
Yeah, and you did it, what, Monday? Tuesday?
Tuesday.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got a sweet logo. The big old S on your, it's on your leg, right?
It's on my calf area.
Yeah.
Like outer part of the leg. Yeah.
It looks super amazing.
Now the fun healing part always starts, because it's like no matter where you go, you find ways to hit your leg against those things.
Yeah, of course.
No.
Of course.
Of course.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. And Danny, where are you getting yours?
On the leg as well.
All right, then.
Steve and I are going to be twinsies.
Yep, but you're going to have the anchor.
That's true.
With the needle thing, and I did the S. And shout out again to Jason over at BTU Tattoo, because he made it happen. That was awesome.
That is so cool. That's amazing, you guys. That's super dedication. I'm not there yet. I got one shirt. Maybe I'll get another one.
Buy a shirt if we're getting tattoos. Come
okay,
on, Red.
fine. I'll buy a shirt.
Man up. Wow.
Man. Okay, then.
It's getting aggressive for no reason.
Let's get to our contestant today. We got Barbara in Spanaway. Barbara, are you there?
I am here. How are you guys today?
Fantastic. Hi, Barbara. Sounds like you're doing fantastic, too.
Yes, I called last week. I told you guys about my crazy aunt who kept trying to kill my uncle.
Oh, damn. Wow. Yeah, that's right. I remember that one.
Please tell me you don't have an update.
Well, they both went on to the great beyond, so who knows what they're doing in the great beyond. Probably he's running and she's chasing him, I guess.
Yeah, I'm picturing Wile E. Coyote and the Roadrunner. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Yes.
Man.
I totally get it, yes.
All right,
wow,
Steve.
That's a hell right there.
Get out of here.
For those playing at home, Barbara will have 60 seconds to answer 10 questions. Barbara, you can pass all you want, but you will only get 3 guesses per question. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Matthew McConaughey and Kate Hudson starred in the movie How to Lose a Guy in How Many Days?
10.
Yes. How many inches are in 2 yards?
72.
Yes. Which La Bamba singer died in a plane accident?
Richie Valens.
Yes. In the human body, what mineral is necessary for the production of hemoglobin?
Insulin.
No.
I pass.
The Colbert Report originally aired on what cable network?
Comedy Central?
Yes. How many hours are in 3 full days?
72?
Yes. Who was the lead singer of Hootie and the Blowfish?
Darius Rucker?
Yes. Before he turned to acting, what was Marky Mark's only #1 song?
Oh, God. I have no idea.
You want to pass?
Pass.
In which branch of the military did B. Arthur serve?
Air Force.
No.
WAC.
No.
Navy?
No. Which legendary artist released the songs Isn't She Lovely and I Just Called to Say I Love You?
Stevie Wonder.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 correct.
All righty then.
Yeah, that was a good one there.
All righty then.
Oh, you're trying your accents there again, are you?
Well, you know, I heard somebody said it did put him in the right mood, so it's the least I can do.
Look at
I know
that.
that one's going to kill me.
Hey, Steve.
Yes, sir.
You're back.
I am.
Are you ready?
Release the Kraken.
Matthew McConaughey and Kate Hudson starred in the movie How to Lose a Guy in How Many Days?
50?
No.
30?
No.
12?
No. How many inches are in 2 yards?
24.
No.
Wait, 72.
Yes. Which La Bamba singer died in a plane
Richie
accident?
Valens.
Yes. In the human body, which mineral is necessary for the production of hemoglobin?
Oxygen.
No.
Hydrogen.
No.
Water.
No. Blood. No. The Colbert Report originally aired on what cable network?
Comedy Central.
Yes. How many hours are in 3 full days?
You gotta be kidding me. 24. 62?
No.
52.
No.
72.
Yes. Who was the lead singer of Hootie and the Blowfish?
Darius Rucker.
Yes. Before he turned to acting, what was Marky Mark's only #1 song?
Good Vibrations.
Yes. In which branch of the military did B. Arthur serve?
Marines.
Yes. Which legendary artist released the songs Isn't She Lovely and I Just Called to Say I Love You?
Stevie Wonder.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You win, Steve. 8 to 7.
Yeah. Sorry, Barbara.
I'm a loser.
But you're a great sport, Barbara. Thanks for playing.
Oh, she's awesome.
There he is. That's a good one. I mean, you knew B. Arthur. I mean, that was the difference maker.
It really, really was. The one that you didn't get with Matthew McConaughey and Kate Hudson was How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days. She got that one correct.
All right.
And also, does anybody know in the human body what mineral is necessary for the production of hemoglobin?
Did she say iron?
She did not. And if you did, then you would be correct.
Oh, that's okay.
So good job.
Yeah, I was like, I'm pretty sure it's iron, but I thought she said that. But yeah, and iron is a mineral, Steve. Whereas,
yeah,
You know, BJ, beggars can't be choosers. I'm not that smart.
all right. Well, I wasn't really well. All right,
you still got the win. So I mean, you might not be smart about that, but
that's all that matters. The guy knows how to answer questions, or at least most of them.
The math ones gave me serious anxiety.
which I loved because I purposely made sure they were both the same number.
I was going to ask that, so that's a nice clue right there.
Yeah, and
72 and 72.
Yep, you didn't figure it out, but you got there eventually. So good job,
Dude, the first one I was like, okay, got through that one, and I felt a sense of relief that I was done with math. And then you came back with more. I was like, you bastard.
Well,
That's how he does.
But you're really good at math sometimes. So
Really?
well, every once in a while he pulls the numbers out of wherever he pulls
I
them
mean,
out
he's
of.
lucky with math. Let's
All right.
just say that.
Fair.
DJ is
Yeah.
100% right on that.
Well, good job on being lucky.
Thank you.
Well, hey, listen, man, you know, the summer's approaching. I don't know if you know this or not, but summer's coming.
Well, today's going to be 70 degrees. Are you excited?
I know. Look, you know what? I want to point this out. This is not a typical Seattle spring at all. I mean,
I feel like we're saying that now the last couple of years.
I was going to say, I feel like BJ's been tooting this horn since I've moved here.
Yeah, I feel like this is now Seattle spring.
Climate change is happening. Whether this is for good or bad, I'm not going to get into that whole situation, but no doubt about it, the climate of Seattle has changed since I moved here 20 years ago. July 5th was the joke that you never saw good weather till July 5th, but this
dude,
has been insane.
The last few years, like Danny even said, I feel like it's happening. Like we get that little tease. I call it now. It's like the spring tease. Like, okay, summer's here, and then all of a sudden, oh no, we're back to 60 or 50 something in rain again.
Yeah, my buddy Ellis, who's a radio guy, and I believe he's from this area originally, but he works in Orlando. He was just up here vacationing, and he was just like, "Oh my God, I hate to leave. This is so gorgeous." And it is. I mean, this weather is. I mean, you can't ask for anything better than sunshine and in the 60s at least. You can't. I mean, even in the high 50s, it's awesome.
Yeah. No, I'm excited about today.
Yeah, people are getting stoked, dude. I mean, they're planning their summer trips and all the things they want to do on their summer bucket list.
Ooh, summer bucket list.
Yeah.
I don't know if I have something in there.
More than half the people, almost 60%, say they want to try something new this summer. I wouldn't be surprised if it's pandemic fueled. Like, they're like, let me get out and let me do something new. I've been doing the same crap.
Yeah, I'm really like, I don't know if I have like a certain thing specifically that I like. For me, it's just be outside. I just want shorts and tank tops and flip flops. Like, to me, that's the life. That's what I want for the rest of my life.
Sun's out, guns out.
Sun's out, pale white arms are out.
All right.
That are thankfully tattooed.
Yeah, that's the good thing about your tattoos, man, is that, you know what, the paler the skin, the better they look.
Right. I don't have to worry about getting color on them.
And I think you probably don't realize the amount of fun summer activities you're going to have with Tater Tot, because she was just, she wasn't really as mobile as she is now, and that's going to be a blast.
I mean, just with all due respect, but last year she was kind of useless in summertime. It was just like she sat there.
Well, the apple doesn't fall too far from the tree, is what I'm saying.
Right. Now, both of us are able to walk. Not great,
which
but
is
we're
pretty nice.
We're both able to walk, and we sometimes fall.
You're on the same schedule. You're potty trained, both of you.
And now we have that's true.
Well, I should say to the same degree of potty training.
There you go.
We both have our moments.
Yeah.
But now we have a backyard in the new house that we got, and so I'm looking forward to just hanging out, barbecuing, and watching her just play in the grass and just fall, and then also get the little inflatable Little Mermaid pool that we have back up and running. Go for a dip in it,
and you'll get to go for a dip in it, which is surprisingly refreshing.
Yes.
Dude, that's the same with me this summer because Lily's coming out to Seattle for the first time. And
are we going to throw a kegger?
We are, yes, 100%. But she's the same way. She's like, Dad, I can't wait to just hang out at the beach and go kayaking and all. Like, I've just been telling her all this stuff, and so she's so excited. It's like the best summer
That's
ever.
right, because you're in West Seattle, so you have the beach right there.
Yeah.
And you now have your inflatable kayak.
Yeah, and barbecuing with the Traeger. Oh, it's going to be great.
Yeah, that's a great scene. I mean, that West Seattle scene in the summer is pretty awesome. Well,
do you have anything on your bucket list for summer?
Yeah, I'm going to probably do nothing.
All right.
Summertime activity.
You don't want to go wakeboarding or anything like that?
Yeah, by the way, that's number 3 on the list of the things. I'm not going to go wakeboarding.
Where would you put that on your list of things, BJ?
Yeah, I'm not going to do that. I'm looking at this whole list, and the only thing that I want to do, maybe is sunbathing. But all right. It's just relaxing, right in the sun.
Burning.
Yeah. Well, I'm always covered up, Rev, because I'm like you. I got that Nordic tan working. I always cover up.
I covered up before and was under a freaking umbrella in Hawaii, and the reflection of the sand gave me a sunburn.
That's so funny.
Sorry about that, buddy.
Yeah.
Number 10 is the only thing I'd like to do, and I may do that. Go to a national park or monument, depending on how open they are, with COVID.
I think you're going to say stay inside and play board games was number 10. I was like,
yeah, that's
what's so wrong with that?
Yeah, that would be. Well, I would be going to cons. I would definitely be going to conventions this summer, but they aren't happening, unfortunately, until probably later this year after summer.
I like this texture says, my wife and I, we just got a truck and an RV trailer, so we're going to travel and go see and just go see the sights and not have to stay in hotels.
Nice.
Yeah, camping's the number one thing, which I imagine is what they're. You can still go to a campsite with an RV, obviously, but I guess they still call that camping.
Yeah, that's my kind of camping, where you actually can close a door.
Yeah,
and not zip up the door.
Oh, dude, there's some. We have some great camping spots in Washington, and I've seen folks. I've seen folks out there in the big campsites, and they got some great setups. It is pretty sweet, and then you just pull up, and then you got the view of whatever the heck you want to look at. Yeah, man, I can understand it, but I don't want to be the one to have to do it. I'd like to just show up and hang out at their campsite and then leave and go to the hotel.
Where's hiking on this list?
Number 5, Danny.
You know why? Because Joe and Sarah obviously want to go hiking all the time. And of course, once again, Lily's coming up and she wants Joe to dress as Bigfoot. And we're going to go on hikes. So I think she's really looking forward to that too.
Have you guys gotten Joe's outfit yet?
I have no idea, Joe.
Joey Dees has agreed to this?
Oh, yeah. He's ready.
He's nodding no. So I feel like the two of you need to communicate.
Yeah.
He said he was going to get a Chewbacca one. So, I'm fine with that.
Yeah, Target, sometimes they have those Chewbacca onesie zip-up thingies.
She's going
I
to be
feel like
so
that
happy.
Lily's going to know that that's not really Bigfoot.
That's fine.
Especially if it's a onesie.
I think she just wants to see Joe in a crazy outfit.
I was gonna say, like, even if like legit Bigfoot shows up, she's probably gonna think it's Joe because she requested Joe to dress up as Bigfoot.
Oh, that's a good point.
I hope real Bigfoot shows up.
Me too, and all these Bigfoot hunters miss out on it.
And it's me just being like, "Hey Joe, it's cool. You can stop acting."
And then Joe shows up, he's like, "Hey guys,
You guys have just come up with a script for a movie at this point. I really feel like we should Harry and the Hendersons 5
Hanging with Sasquatch.
Yeah, skydiving's on the list. Fishing is on the list.
Skydiving,
mountain climbing. Yeah, water skiing. All of these camping. I'm
fishing would be fun.
See, I used to do that a lot with my dad. You got to be quiet when you fish. That's the problem.
So you never caught anything?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I know that dudes love to get together and have that silence, which is what fishing is all about. I mean, I know, it depends. I mean, if you're really not serious about it, you don't care how loud you are on the boat, but I just got shushed so much. I think it was because they used it as an excuse, but my dad learned at a very young age it's like, don't take this kid fishing. It's not going to be as cool as I thought it would be with my son.
He doesn't shut up.
Yeah, he was right about that. So there you go. Happy summer, everybody. I'll be inside probably. It is time for listeners on the loose. This is where you pick the topic, you guide the show. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. Your calls, your texts, we'll do them at 9:20 on the Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on the Rock. 99.9 KISW.
99.9 KISW, the Rock of Seattle. It's listeners on the loose. You pick the topic, you guide the show at 206-421-ROCK. You can also text us at 77999. This is your opportunity to be heard by the masses, or at least the 10 people we got listening.
Yes.
And all you got to do is follow Steve's rule when you get on the air.
It's just to show some energy and bring it. Otherwise, you're going to get gonged. And then we're going to say goodbye to you.
Goodbye, old friend.
206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. Steve in Smoky Point, you are on the Rock.
Hey, good morning, guys.
Good morning, Steve. What you got for us, man?
Well, the other day, you guys did a topic on how we got busted.
Yeah.
And,
yeah. How about you? How'd you get busted?
Oh, it was funny. I'm a truck driver up here at Smoky Point, and here a few years ago, I pull up to the intersection, at the red light, and I'm probably, half a dozen cars behind or so. I'm sitting there waiting, and this T-top Camaro pulls up to my left, and I look down, and it's this gorgeous, big-breasted blonde in there, wearing this really low scoop top, and the thing looked like it was painted on. And I'm just sitting there, just staring for the longest time, and all of a sudden she leans down, looks through the passenger window, pulls down her sunglasses over the bridge of her nose, and kind of nods her head to the front. I look up, and there's like nobody ahead of me.
Oh, nice.
But I tell you one thing, man, it was worth looking at. It was worth getting busted. I'm so happy.
Well, sometimes in those trucks you have the best seat in the house.
Yeah. The only problem is you see a short skirt and you're driving 800 miles an hour. You can't catch them.
Oh well, I've never had that. I've never had that good fortune to have that best seat in the house. But you know what? It's nice when beauty is found in random, surprising places. Let's just say that.
So I tell everybody, wherever I go, I tell them, you're witnessing beauty. You just don't realize it.
Oh, you're the random beauty I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Oh, is that okay? 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999.
Someone just texted saying, did you guys see Wingstop getting all flirty on their social media? LOL.
Oh, man.
Dude, I
What
thought
are they
this
doing?
wasn't real until they confirmed it. So somebody put I'll try my best to paraphrase this, BJ, because some of the stuff they say is rather dirty. But a girl put up there on her Twitter that said, Wingstop Ranch, it's so good, it's got to have something in it as an extra ingredient. That's like, some people click on those thumbnails.
Okay.
Right. And so then Wingstop replies, it's like, oh, no, it's a special sauce, but does not contain, and then uses a certain emoji. And then, and this is Wingstop, their actual social media page replying. So the girl's like, you guys got to chill. And then Wingstop's like, you brought it up. And then the girl's like, are we flirting? And then Wingstop writes, are we? And then she says, are you guys close to Texas? And the guy, whoever wrote is like, our headquarters in Dallas. So yeah. So now they're going back and forth, just like writing like, stuff like she's like, yeah, I'll be there soon, breaded or naked. Talking about like
What?
And then Wingstop writes, breaded is great because of boneless wings, but bone-in sounds a lot better option. So the latter. And I'm like,
what is happening?
Right, then it gets dirty.
This is all in the Wingstop. This is, wow.
Right. So I'm like, this is crazy. So somebody put this up on Twitter, screenshots, and says, yo, someone at Wingstop's about to get fired or promoted for this. Haha. Wingstop replies, promotion. Winky face.
So this is all for everybody to see.
Yes.
They did not go to DMs.
I legit thought that somebody just had some fun with Photoshop and made it look, sometimes you see like these tweets, but they're screen caps of a tweet, so you know for sure it's been doctored. But then Wingstop out now is like, they replied to that tweet.
I don't know. I don't even know what to say to that.
Wingstop is horny.
Yeah.
I guess so. I mean, how, wow. Look, it's very funny, and hopefully nobody is upset by all this. Somebody could be getting catfished.
Probably. Oh, yeah, the girl's catfishing Wingstop.
Yeah,
not really.
But for a major company, Wingstop they're a franchise, right?
Yeah. Sidney Rice, former Seahawk guy, he has a couple of them.
Yeah,
maybe
that's
it's
why
him writing it. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. That's a joke.
I am shocked. I could see if it was just a local somebody. You know what I mean? Somebody has their own place, but this is a franchise, Wingstop, and whoever owns the Wingstops. I can't believe they're privy to this because, what
if it's the owner of Wingstop? And he's like, I don't care.
That would be.
I just got divorced and I'm horny. Yeah,
that would be an abuse of power. Oh, yeah. I don't know if this happened to you, Steve, but I worked at radio stations. They were mom and pop places. And, you could tell when the owner was getting horny because he's like, hey, I want you to play a song for Diane. And I'm like, what do you want me to play? And then he'd pick some song that was not in our format whatsoever. We're like a rock station, and he wants me to play some country ballad. And I'm like, what? He's like, no, you got to play that for Diane. I would get hotlined at night. You got to play this for Diane right now. And then, of course, you come to find out Diane is somebody he's trying to rail. So it has been done before. What's that?
Did you play it?
Well, I had to. He's my boss. What am I going to?
Wow.
If I didn't play it, he gave me one of those ultimatums like, oh, you're going to play this now, or you're not going to be playing anything for a long time. I'm like, okay, well, this is my life.
The funny thing with Wingstop is, yes, it's dirty. I get it, but at the same time, it would be funny if the girl shows up and they're like, "No, we literally have wings for you. Here you go."
Right, because
it is all about the. If you read it, it could be all about the food.
They are having a lot of fun with the phrasing, but they are certainly. You can argue that everything that they're saying is meant to be food related.
Yep.
Right? Yeah.
It's very clever, including the girl that's writing it. So maybe, what if that's the girl that runs their social media and she's just talking to herself?
Man, what a scam that would be. In order for Wingstop to actually get all this pub that they're getting, it was never a true thing. It was, her personal account talking to the account she works for. Boy, that would be a genius move.
It makes me want Wingstop.
And their ranch is fantastic. I'm just going to put that.
Makes me want to try their ranch.
So
yeah, but it's not the first time I've heard people compare, something that's really tasty to something that, I don't know, doesn't have a reputation for being tasty.
Yeah, I don't know what the reputation is. Something I've never.
And this isn't the first time I have. I don't know how I can. There was a very young person. She's probably 20-ish, and she was all around us, and she had something that was really delicious, and she basically made that same kind of comparison, and we're all at the table going, "Huh?" That's not what I would use for I would say maybe something like, oh, this is so delicious. And then I would pick something that is known for being delicious.
Well, it's all, people find certain things delicious and some people don't.
Yeah.
I like pineapple on my pizza. Danny thinks it's repulsive.
All right, then. Well, okay, then. So, congratulations to Wingstop because they got a lot of, Steve, I hope you're right. I hope it's in fact one person that set up this whole thing because that would be marketing genius.
Well, the fact that just looking at all the replies and all the thirsty people who are now tweeting at Wingstop, and they're still responding, so not as innuendo-y as the other one, but they're still engaging.
It's amazing. It's
it's awesome.
Yeah, I do too.
Funny.
It's amazing.
It's harmless.
Fun. Wow. You pick the topic. You guide the show. It is Listeners on the Loose. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. We got more of your calls, more of your texts at 933 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
Spend less time in the laundry room and more time doing the things you love. Introducing the Samsung Smart Top Load Laundry Pair, now available at Lowe's. The washer's large capacity means you can fit more in every load. Plus, its super speed setting washes a full load in only 28 minutes. Shop the smart washer that will streamline laundry day, backed by Lowe's Price Promise. Based on using super speed on a normal cycle with an 8-pound load. Terms apply. See Lowe's.com/price promise for details. U.S. only.
Hey, what's up, everyone? You find yourselves trying to get your Craig Mack on and put some brand new flavor in your ear? Well, funny you should mention that because we have a brand new show that you should check out. It is called Pod Sauce. It is your podcast discovery show.
Everyone's always looking for a podcast recommendation. We got lots of them for you, from true crime to pop culture. And you can join us each week as we dish on all of our favorite podcasts out there. So make sure you download the Odyssey app and search Pod Sauce, or head on over to podsauce.com.
We got you covered, guys.
Have we figured out how to explain deja vu? How do chameleons do that thing they do? Do you really need to wash your blue jeans? Yeah, you do, but how often? Hey, my name's Mike Simpson. I've got a podcast about curiosities. It's called I've Got Questions. We go through my list of random stuff and yours. Please participate. Send me your questions. I'll find someone to answer them. We've talked about our true crime obsession, how grocery stores are tricking us, super secret flight attendant stuff. I've Got Questions. New episodes Thursdays on Odyssey or wherever you get your podcasts.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. Listeners on the Loose. You pick the topic, you guide the show. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999.
Someone just texted in wanting a little advice. They just started dating somebody, a guy, and she wants to know if we think this is weird because she thinks it's a little strange, as she says. She just can't get past the fact that his relationship with his mom seems a little odd. He kisses his mom on the lips, and I just think that's a little strange. Yeah. I don't know. Some people are into that.
Yeah. Some cultures do that.
I didn't mean into
that's the wrong phrase.
I know. That didn't come off right. I know some people are into that, and that's like a whole different thumbnail we're not clicking on. But I mean, and some people in my family, I hated it even as a kid. Like, they would come in for the kiss on the lips, and I'm just like, no, I'm not going to do it. And I would always like lean in with the cheek, and some of my family members would get butthurt, and they would actually like say that they're like, that's wrong. You should feel okay to just kiss me on the lips. I'm like, I don't want to kiss you on the lips. It's just weird. And for me, it's weird. I mean, for someone else, maybe it's not weird.
I feel like in American culture, though, it's pretty intimate. And it really is just reserved for someone you want to be romantic with, to be honest. It's an old thing that I remember growing up with too, Steve, but I feel like, America's just not doing that anymore. I just feel like they're not.
Right.
Kiss on the cheek is one thing, kiss on the top of the head.
Kiss on the top of the head, you can go and kiss on my head anytime. Top of my
Not the forehead, just the top.
Okay, I'm not sure if we're helping, but we're surely giving them alternatives to how they can get any kind of situation going.
I'm just working on my application to work for Wingstop.
Yeah. Oh, that's what you try to do, yeah. Does anybody else think that, no more kissing on the lips unless you're, like husband, wifey, boyfriend, girlfriendy, boyfriend, girlfriend, I mean, really intimate partner?
It's definitely not my jam. My mom was like, we've talked about it before because other members of our family apparently do. And she's like, I was never about that. I did not do that with you guys. That is not my jam. But I mean, for other people, they don't see it as a romantic thing. It's, just a love my child kind of a thing. So I feel like you kind of have to be either okay with it. Because how do you broach that? How do you tell them, I don't want you kissing your mom on the lips anymore. Can you knock that off? There's no nice way to ask without you looking mean. Really?
Well, and what if she starts coming in, trying to kiss her on the lips? See, that's
another thumbnail.
That I do click on.
Yeah. Okay, there you go.
It's not as weird.
Yeah, God, it's tough. It really, really is tough. Honestly, though, it is. I don't know how old this mom is, how old this dude is, but who's teaching people to do that today? I don't know anybody. If it's an old culture thing like Vicky's talking about, I get it. It's an old culture thing. Steve's an old culture thing. But I mean, today, who's still teaching their people to do that? It's just not what we do as Americans. I hate to say it, but we just don't.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how you approach that with I mean, if it's something that he feels comfortable and doesn't think it's strange, I mean, is it really worth the argument or worth the battle about? Maybe just look the other way every time they see each other.
How often do you see each other? That's the other question. This is an every like Sunday thing, that's getting kind of weird.
Yeah, but if she comes at me, I'm saying something. I mean, I have to, because as much
just
as
kind of lean the cheek in. I feel like that's a good enough, like, hey, not into the lip on lip action.
kind of not even into the cheek thing either. I mean, unless I really, really know you, I just don't see the kissing thing as a thing. I think it's really too intimate. You know, that's just where we are today. I think kissing's very intimate.
What about
even
the back of the hand? If they go in for that, just put your hand up.
Oh, you mean old school?
Yes.
Oh, hello.
It's funny because, like, in my family, the one thing we do when we, I said when we say hello to each other, we shake hands and we do a kiss on the cheek. But it's not really even a kiss on the cheek. It's putting your cheeks together and just kissing the air.
Yeah, I do that.
Honestly, that's what it is. Just pretending to kiss.
Yeah, which seems like grandma. Like that's usually how. Like we'll just like it's like a cheek touch.
Yep.
And then
a sound effect.
And a sound effect. Yes. You got to work that sound effect in. Otherwise, it's weird. It's weird if you don't have the sound effect.
Yeah, that's see, I think that's just our way of saying we don't want to kiss anymore, so we're pretending. I mean, I think that's what that evolution has proven my point. People are like, yeah, I really don't want to kiss your face anymore. I don't even, so I'll kiss the air. You know, it's like, you know, and then you see the jokes on where people do it like very far away from each other. They won't even be like touching skin. They'll just go, mwah, mwah. I've seen that in a lot of skits. It's like, why even bother? Just say, how you doing?
Hey, how you doing?
I'm paranoid that when I do it, though, like with my grandma, I'll actually either leave it too slobbery or just kiss it so big where it's like it makes like a really big noise and almost sucks her face.
Okay.
I'm paranoid.
Dentures fly out into your mouth.
Yes.
Yeah.
Something.
Okay.
Wow. Okay, I hate when that happens.
What the hell? That's a whole different thumbnail. All right.
All right. How about wow. Got a text that said, anyone watch Long Shot yet? Yeah. You guys were talking about it the other day, and it seemed really interesting. If anyone saw it, what'd you think of it? I'm going to check it out tonight. What the hell is Long Shot?
Long Shot was the one that we were talking about where it was the guy who was saved by Curb Your Enthusiasm from the murder charge.
The one I saw that I forgot that I saw.
I forgot that we were going to see it.
Yeah, I forgot that we were going to watch it too.
So the answer is
no.
Maybe eventually.
To be determined.
Maybe tonight.
Maybe.
Probably not. You're not going to watch it tonight.
No.
We kind of know what's happening. I mean, some people really love the nuts and bolts of stuff. I have a hard time watching stuff sometimes when I know the outcome.
Really?
Yeah, I really do.
Really?
I'm in the middle of watching a show, and they're showing us flashback scenes of characters as well as showing us modern day. So it's like it's got two storylines, what's happening today and then what happened years ago. But I already know these people aren't going to die. So it's like when they're in these perilous situations, it's like, well, I mean, you're going to be fine because I see you 5 seconds later in the modern day scene.
I mean, fine is relative if you think about it. They still have to go through their trials and tribulations, and it affects them as a character.
See, if I didn't know their fate, I would really like to go along for that ride. But it's a new vehicle where, you know, they're doing that, where they're showing you flashbacks like Arrow did that. And you're seeing Oliver Queen's, you know, trials and tribulations on the island, but never once did I ever feel like he was in any danger because I know he's not in any danger because this is a flashback and he's there in the modern day.
See, and I'm the exact opposite as you. I like to hear spoilers all the time because it determines whether or not I want to watch the show or not. So, like, a lot of times, like with Breaking Bad, I want to hear about the last episode before I decide if I want to watch all of the rest of it.
Well, I watched the last episode and then went back and watched the entire show because I thought the last episode was a lot better than I thought it was going to be.
And you loved it, right?
Loved it.
See, I think that works perfectly.
But also, I'm like, I mean, with wrestling, I never get to watch anything live anymore, even, you know, just because of just how the hours work. But I don't want to like stay away from social media, and I'll find out stuff that I wish I wouldn't have known. But I'm like, oh well, you know, it doesn't ruin it for me. I'll still watch it. So like knowing how that, well, Danny's a good example. He knew how Titanic was going to end, and he still loves the movie.
Sure, I think we all knew that.
I mean, didn't you know that Star Wars, the good guys will eventually win?
Yeah, but you don't know who's going to make it, especially if you like watching Game of Thrones. You just don't know who's going to make it, you know? But if I'm watching a prequel of Game of Thrones, it's like, oh, yeah, I know that guy is or isn't going to make this. I mean, you just know. But, if some people, like Rev said, they just like the trials and tribulations that don't mind, you know, just like with The Hobbit, you know that Bilbo's going to be okay. I mean, because you saw him, you know, in the Lord of the Rings movies. So, you know, but, you know, hey,
you're not wrong.
It is Listeners on the Loose. You pick the topic. You guide the show. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999.
Someone just wanted to bring up, I said the other day, Miggs mentioned how he got a lot of crap from a cashier for buying a Mother's Day card a day late. Well,
rightly so.
I had something happen to me yesterday that goes in line with the cashier being out of line. It was our wedding anniversary, so I went to the grocery store and bought some flowers. As they were ringing them up, she said, "What did you do?" And I replied, "Huh?" And then she said, "What did you do to piss off your woman that had warranted these flowers?" As she said that, I grabbed the anniversary card and handed her and said, "This is what I did." And she looked a little embarrassed.
You know, it's an interesting thing because that's an old person's type of mentality.
Yeah.
You know, because flowers used to cure everything. You always bought flowers whenever anything went wrong.
How embarrassing. What did you do? I married her. That's why I'm buying these flowers, you idiot.
Dude, I was just reading Leonard Nimoy's biography, and he did a whole thing with Diane Keaton, and they used the wrong film. And so she did a whole day's worth of filming, and they screwed up and put the wrong film in the camera so it wouldn't work with this other stuff that they were doing. He said immediately he had to go out and get flowers because he didn't want to even go up and talk to her until he had flowers. It was the universal, "I'm sorry, I screwed up." So I'm not surprised she just assumes, hey, if a dude's buying flowers, good chance he probably screwed up. But that's so old school. I don't think people do that anymore. Do people bring flowers to somebody they screwed up with, or do you kind of just have to say, "I'm sorry" now without the flowers?
Usually I'll just bring coffee home because I know coffee goes a long way.
Oh, so you do. So you do have a thing.
Good or bad, I'm bringing coffee home, but like I'll make it a point. Like if I was just being a knucklehead and said something or did something stupid, I'm like, I'll go grab some coffee on my way home from work.
So that's your flowers. It's coffee.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah,
I wonder.
Iced Americano goes a long way, fellas.
Good to Rev, how about Rev? Do you have anything that if you know your wife is not happy with you, do you go do something like a gift or anything?
If I'm coming home on time, teriyaki for lunch because she's working from home. So it'd just be like, hey, because I know teriyaki will put her in a good mood.
So you know what? I mean, as much as that guy is pissed, all of us we have our go-to. It used to just be flowers was the universal "I'm sorry," but coffee and teriyaki. Danny?
Oh, plants.
Plants?
Oh,
plants?
Yeah.
Oh, not like flowers. You got to do a plant.
Yeah.
Plants?
Succulents, plants of any kind. She's super into you should see our apartment. It's like a jungle in there.
So if you bring home a plant, no matter how bad you were, it's like that puts...
It's a good point, Rev. Good point. If there's only one plant, you're a perfect boyfriend.
That's true. No, I don't buy her all her... She buys a bunch of plants.
Oh, okay.
Herself. Yeah. But if I know it's more if she's in bad mood because I'm the perfect boyfriend. If she's just in a bad mood, I'll bring home plants and she's always like, "Yay, plants. Best day ever. You're welcome for your fern."
Oh, wow. All right, now, Vicky, has
what's
this ever
this
worked?
succulent going to get me?
Hey!
Rhymes with,
Now, Vicky, is there, well, first of all, have you had to do that with guys or guys doesn't matter? I feel like sex is usually what gets guys, to give up whatever they're upset about.
Yeah, if a guy's upset, it's definitely something sexy or food.
Okay. Yeah,
for me,
that
just
works
bring
for
home
me.
chicken nuggets. I'll be happy. Maybe ice cream.
Chicken nuggets or ice cream to get Vicky to not be mad at me?
Chicken nuggets and ice cream. Come on.
Oh, I got to do both?
Yeah, from McDonald's. It's fantastic.
Boy, now I'm going to have to weather how much you're really mad at me because I might have to go. I don't think she's mad at me to get both of these. She should only get one of these. That's how mad she should be.
And if I get them big meal with the soda and the French fries, you really messed up.
Oh,
got to give me the whole meal.
Wow. All right. All right. The way to Vicky is through her stomach.
Are we talking 10-piece nuggets or 20?
If you really screwed up, get the 20 because I'll eat it at some point through the day.
Wow.
Oh, I love nuggets. I love me some chicken nuggies. I like fried chicken.
Me too.
We need to flag that and have that right along with that kid. We need to flag that and have that as a permanent.
Nuggets.
Yeah. Can we have that as a permanent edition right after that kid?
Yeah.
Nuggets.
Yeah. All right, it is time for a big question to be answered, my friends. What do Ryan Castle and a pet have in common? I'm going to tell you at 9:50 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
A new survey of 2,000 single people have found that 67% of them would dump someone if their pet didn't like them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Lulu, what do you think? Yeah. Cool.
We value our pet's opinion of people we date over everyone else's opinion, including our own.
Well, I mean, I definitely my pet would be important to the opinion because I live with my pet, and the pet's not moving out.
Wow. How about 2/3 say they trust their pet more than their family or friends when it comes to relationships? Which, I mean, I guess the animal's just always barking and being mean to the person. That's how they know. Don't bother.
Yeah, I take Lulu's opinion over Uncle Frank's any day of the week.
Okay. Wow. And the signs that your pet don't like someone, they don't go near them. They claw, they bite, or they growl or hiss. Yeah. So how do you got to be friendly? Scratch them behind the ear. How do you scratch them behind the ear without them ripping your hands off? And I've tried to give the treats thing, then they bark at you right when you're done giving them the treats. They just go, "Yeah, I'll take it. I'm still going to be mean to you."
Yeah, I hate you again.
Yeah. Ryan Castle, he's up next. I don't got to give him a treat, but he's going to give you a 12-pack.
BJ and Migs play of the day.
I suppose if somehow she rigged my Amazon Echo, my Alexa, to do some weird stuff, I'd be tripping out. I think Vicky's right. I would like if my computer started talking to me. I'd be like, "Hey, what's up? What's going on?"
I'm picturing like the sequel to the movie Her or something.
Okay, well, that's
like a romantic, right?
Yeah, that's pretty.
He
so
like
Vicky
fell in love with Siri's voice or something.
Yeah, I can see BJ doing that.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Oh, you can see me doing that?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. I wish I could argue with that.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
Today's podcast was brought to you by Travis Gagne, bankruptcy attorney. He's here right now and has agreed to answer more of your questions about bankruptcy. Here's another question from a listener. I have a mountain of credit card bills and consumer debt. Can I still keep my house if I file bankruptcy?
Yes, you almost always can keep your home and your house, your car in a bankruptcy. Depending on what type of bankruptcy you file, would depend on whether or not, for example, you can keep your vehicles if you have payments on them still. You can almost always keep your home if you're current on the payments on your home, even in full bankruptcy. In Chapter 13, you can also keep those items. If you're behind on your house, you could catch your house payments up in a Chapter 13, take off a second mortgage in a Chapter 13. So keeping your primary assets like a home and car is almost always possible in bankruptcy.
Thanks, Travis. If you have more questions about bankruptcy, you can reach out to Travis anytime at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com. And thanks for listening.